What's up, guys? So, once again, here we are, a third video for this first card of the year. Technically, a fourth if you want to count my MMA news episode, where I went over the changes with Shavkat Rakhmonov and all that. So, let's just go over this fight real quick. And, yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The UFC's off to a great start this year. Lost a person out of the main event, lost the whole co-main event. A couple other fights on this card have been getting switched around. So hopefully it's not a preview of what the rest of the year is going to be like. But anyways, we got Sean Strickland stepping in to face Imavov at 205 pounds. We don't know. I mean, obviously, Imavov's been preparing for a fight. He's had a full camp. Sean Strickland's possibly just coming off the couch. I've heard people say that, they feel like Sean Strickland's going to be the bigger guy here, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, no doubt that the 205 is going to help Strickland out, but it's also going to help Imavov out, I think. He's probably going to be the biggest we've ever seen him coming into this fight. And I guess really what it comes down to here is, do I feel like Imavov is up there and is going to be somebody who's up there that's going to be in the top five, that's going to possibly fight for a title one day, or that could at least be in the top five. And the more I look at, the Buckley fight and stuff like that, and, some of Sean Strickland's performances, and, I'm going to go ahead and I'm still going to go with Imavov here. I know a lot of people are, loading up on Strickland in this spot, and I don't blame him. He does have, a big volume advantage over, if you look at the, I think it was over 130 strikes against Jared Cannonier. Still lost the decision. But I think he also ate over 100 strikes in the Cannonier fight as well. So I know Imavov's got the low output. I think he's got the more power. And I just think it's kind of his time. He's hopefully, the cardio looks better in this. I mean, I could see a deal where Imavov wins the first 3 rounds and then Strickland takes over in the later in the fight. I don't think he finishes Imavov. And I think he would probably still lose a decision, maybe win the last 2 rounds and lose the first 3. But I have a feeling that it's kind of Imavov's time, and he's been getting better and better every time we've seen him. And I'm still going to go with him here, and I don't fault anybody for going with Sean Strickland at all. I'm still debating because I already had a play on Imavov against Kevin Gastelum, and I'm debating on keeping my play on him here in this spot. I've still got some other plays on this card. Still might be working on a couple other ones. But I'm going to go ahead and say that I think it's probably Imavov's time. I do see, Sean Strickland kind of plodding forward like he did with Alex Pereira and running into a big shot. Maybe he doesn't get finished, but maybe he gets rocked in a couple of the rounds. He's come. We don't know if he's really been in the gym here. If he's just coming off the couch, after the holidays. So I am going to go with Imavov. I'm probably going to end up with some money on him. Haven't locked it in yet. The odds are way better in this position because with Gastelum, I had to take him at minus 200. Here, I can get him at like minus 120. And I could have got it lower than that had I jumped on it earlier, but I've been bouncing money around because all these fights keep switching around and falling off. And, after the Kevin Gastelum dropped out, they gave... And I had a 2 parlay with Shavkat and Imavov. I still had that up because it cancels itself out and goes to Imavov. versus Kevin Gastelum and Imavov being the pick I had, so it would cancel out the 2-man parlay and just make it one. Then they gave me all my money back because Kevin Gastelum dropped out. So then I had to go back through and just, I don't know. It's very frustrating, and it just seems like this stuff has gotten worse and worse ever since COVID happened and all that. And hopefully things get better, and hopefully we're not losing too many fights this year. So going with imavov in the spot still. Um, and I'll go real quick once again, just through my picks. I'm not going to talk about all of them. I've already done 2 videos on this card. I got imavov and the co-main event. I'm taking Dan Ige. I got Puli Soriano, Caitlin Vieira. I do have a play on Caitlin Vieira, small play. I'm going to Magomedov. I'm going Ribeiro here. I'm going Rebecki. Possibly putting together a parlay with Rebecki, Al Nascimento, and who else was I going to have on there? Oh, and Daniel Argueta, trying to get a lower number on these high ass lines. And then I got Bassarat. I got a 2-man parlay. I got them at minus 350 each. Bassarat and Nurmagomedov, and it was like a minus 130 on the 2-man parlay. I got Nascimento, Daniel Argueta. His opponent just got switched around again. I think this should be a pretty easy layup for him. He's fought the better competition. Jimmy Flick and Charles Johnson on this one. I'm still debating on having an underdog play on Jimmy Flick, just because Charles Johnson does not deserve to be, as big of a favorite as he is against anybody based on what we've seen. I'll say I'd pick Charles Johnson to win, but I might just throw like a little bit of money on Jimmy Flick just to spite that. And then in the first fight of the night, I'm going Cachoeira over Eubanks. I think Eubanks probably gasses out, and Cachoeira probably gets a 3rd round KO like she's been known to do. So that's it, guys. Quick update. Sorry to keep putting out videos over the same shit, but y'all have a good one. I'm out of here.